How's it going, my G's? It's Artifact, and today we're going to make a really cool bass in Vital using this Jew harp or jaw harp or mouth harp, whatever you want to call it. I actually bought it in Cambodia for $1. It's quite a funny story. I think the guy wanted like $10 for it, and I was like, no. I just kept walking away, and he kept like screaming after me, $5, $4, $3, and it went all the way down to $1. At that point, I was like, seriously? All right, I'll buy it. Anyways, the best dollar I ever spent, because it's probably one of the coolest little instruments ever. I'm still trying to learn it, but you can get some... You can get some wicked sounds with it once you get good at it. Anyway, apologies for not wearing a top today. I do work from home here, so it's just hot. And I think you guys are all kind of my mates, so I don't think you really care if I wear a t-shirt or not. Anyway, there's no women on this channel anyway, I don't think. I think most of my subscribers are men. Yeah, I'm hot, so whatever. Today we're gonna turn this recording that I've made into this using Vital in a matter of minutes. And yeah, thanks for subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that button. We're almost at 1.5k. When we get there, I'll release a free Vital preset pack for you guys. And yeah, apart from that, I've also just started up my online booking system for my tuition, because I've been teaching now for almost a year or so, I would say. And yeah, now if you're a new student looking to join, you can just head over to my website, click book a lesson, and you can just find an available slot and book yourself in if you want to have one-on-one. You can get discount packages for more than one lesson. If you want to become like a weekly student or something, you'll save money that way. But yeah, very much enjoyed to have a couple of new people join. And yeah, let's get straight into today's Vital patch then. So what I did was I'd kind of like played the loop and then played the harp, like kind of tried to get it in time with the drums and everything. And then I basically like kind of lined it up on the bar, and then as it was ready like that, I rebounced it as a new file, and then that new file, making sure it starts at the beginning, I threw it just straight into the sample section here in Vital, and then the magic really happens, kind of without the effects almost. It's basically when you kind of just, I've said this loads of times before, but when you just frequency modulate a sine wave with the sample, you can like imagine you like turbo boost the sample with like bass. So if we just listen to it on its own here, I've got a little bit of kind of movement going on the LFO and like with the level here. But if I put my sine wave in, let's start like down here. You know, that's when we start to blend it together, but then we've got to get the right pitch, and often, you know, I don't really know what pitch the instrument is, so I'm just gonna like go down and see when it starts to sound good. And I liked it here at 9. And again, if I was to take the unison down to 1, it's still a very cool, usable mono sound. But when I put it up to 3, it kind of the sine wave starts to move with the instrument in kind of weird ways, but it's quite stereo pleasing, I suppose. And yeah, next I added in a second oscillator, and it's basically the same sine wave but an octave up, so it's like +3, because +3 minus 12 is -9, I think. And a bit of frequency modulation here. If we listen to this one, it's just that kind of like extra sub-harmonic to give a bit more of that like kind of low mid-range push that you might lack if you didn't have it in there. Yeah, so it's a little extra bit of layering really. And that's pretty much the main sound, and then it's just a bit of flavouring with a bit of chorus here, a little bit of distortion. And then a little bit of filtering, a phaser filter, and a bit of modulation on there gives it a bit more of a neuro kind of edge. We get that. So that's quite important to make it a little bit more kind of usable for drum and bass, for example. Then a bit of reverb. A little bit of EQ at the end, just looking at the kind of frequency analyzer here and noticing there's a bit of a kind of gap down here. Just kind of boosting a bit more mid-range on the LFO as well, with that kind of modulating the gain. You can see it goes up and down a little bit. Gives a bit more life to your EQ. And yeah, so at this point, then again, like, it's pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's finished yet with the kind of loop. So I would say, you know, I've got some cool sounds and ideas going on. So I'd bounce it out and then maybe like just find the best part of the file and like use that in a certain place. So I could completely change the groove, like for instance at first. That obviously was not right. You know, we could chop it up quite a lot. Oh, what's going on there? You know, could even go down that kind of road. You know, a bit simpler, a bit repetitive in a way, but kind of works, right? I could just shape the volume on that a little bit as well, with a bit of an LFO here. So let's give that a quick burn. Yeah, that's sounding pretty nice there. Then maybe we can just like give it a bit of saturation as well. And it's getting a bit closer to a usable kind of part of this sound, but I would still want to process it a bit further just to try and get it to fit. So let's just go for one more thing. Let's do a little bit of convolution reverb on here. Yeah, I quite like that little bit of reverb. And now let's just go one step further and give it a bit of filtering as well. Let's put a little bit more movement into the sound. That's pretty cool, like that. Yeah, so something like that. I'll just put my Camel Crusher at the end to stop it clipping, bounce it all out, and then, you know, I've got a nice. That would be a good enough sample to WhatsApp your nan and see if she likes it. So yeah, do that. Yeah, not a bad little sound there. Kind of reminds me of being a camel in the desert, which I was in my past life. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure you subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And yeah, have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.